Hi, my name's Adam Shaw, and my story is pretty simple. It's not going to be a hardship story like maybe many of you have. I'm a banker, obviously, right? I have, I have a really good job. I have money in the bank. I have retirement accounts. I have assets and houses and things of that nature. So you're not going to hear that part of me. But really what happened is, like many of you in the economy right now and how things are going, I mean, literally, the economy is so bad that everybody is working 4 times harder for half the money. And that's really where I found myself. And because I'm working so hard, literally, I was in the worst shape of my life. A matter of fact, I don't know where all you are from, but I'm from Detroit. I'm from back east. And when you go visit back east, or you go visit your friends, you know that everyone wants to see you, right? I mean, your parents want to see you, your family wants to see you, you have happy hours, and after dinner you have a happy hour, and you're going out. And back in Detroit, literally when they pick me up from the airport, they take me right to this rib place. It's the greatest rib place ever. They literally pick me up from the airport, drive me right there, and I'm telling you, I have a slab of ribs. It's like the Flintstones, right? And I'm just shoving my face with food and hamburgers and everything. And I come back, it was my dad's 75th birthday, and my girlfriend is 95 pounds. And I'm in my house, my kids are having a drum lesson at the time, and I'm in my house telling her, I am so disgusting, why would you ever want to be with me? I mean, literally run, I'm going to roll over in the middle of the night and suffocate you, okay? So go away. And as I'm complaining to her about how fat I've gotten, and literally I was the fattest I ever was, my drum teacher looks up from the lesson, my kid's drum teacher, and he says, hey, I've heard of a meal replacement shake that's really been working great for people. Would you like to try it? I'm like, I will do anything. Because we're working so hard, you can't exercise, you have no time, you can't eat right, you're going to eat whatever you can when you're hungry. So I'm like, I'll do whatever I can. So he goes, hey, it's $500, just do it, here's the shakes. By the way, it's one of those things. And I'm saying, wait a second, I mean, look at me. I'm a banker. I'm a private banker for one of the largest banks in the country, and I don't have time. I'm so busy, I just want to lose weight. And he's like, great, this is it, here's the shakes, go. So he goes, next week he comes back, now I've lost 5 pounds, and I'm pretty excited, right? Because I couldn't lose an ounce before. And he comes, and as he drives up for the lesson on that Tuesday night, he drives up in a 645 black BMW. Now, I'm not a real car guy, but everyone knows that car, right? I call it it's like a road shark, It's one of the slickest cars ever, and he drives up, now he's 26 years old, and I'm saying, look, you leave your keys by accident here, I'm taking that car, you better watch out. And he's so excited, he said, listen, you know that company I told you about? I've been doing so well in it, they bought me a car in less than a month, and this is the car I got, and I'm doing so well, they're sending me to Orlando for training next week. Do you mind if we skip the drum lesson? And I'm like, great, that's great, congratulations, go. And I've lost 5 pounds, so I'm pretty excited. So fast forward 2 weeks, and he comes back, and he says to me, and he comes back for the drum lesson, and after the drum lesson, I'm paying him, and he says, listen, he goes, I want to ask you something. I want you to meet somebody. I want you to come to this house tonight. Now, he knows what he's asking me, and I know what he's asking me. But I love the kid. He's a great kid, a good father. And, I call him my drum teacher, but he's more than that. He had traveled the world doing drums and wanted to be with his family. So I have a lot of respect for him. And I say, sure, my girlfriend and I, Jamie and I, will go. So we go to this place, and it's a house, like this. And we walk in, and everyone's trying stuff and chatting and, trying shakes and things of that nature. And we walk in, there's 36 people in the room. And I'm, being the banker, I'm standing as far back as I can. Literally, there isn't a wall farther back. I was in the very back of the room. And this gentleman stands up in front of the room and he says, hi, my name is Trey Knight. And Trey stands up, he goes, I want to thank you all for coming. He goes, I'm the top of that leg in that shake company that Kyle won his car in. In 5-6 months, I've created an incredible income, a business with over 6,000 people, and on Thursday, remember this is Tuesday, on Thursday, they're going to pay me my weekly check of $48,000, and on Friday, they're going to give me a $250,000 bonus, for being a super, I don't know, presidential platinum gold hero of the world, okay, whatever he is, right? So he's going to get this, a bonus on Friday, and then he looks at us and he says, and I'm quitting. Now, I told you I'm a banker. I'm also a certified financial planner. I'm degreed in tax and financial planning. I came from a Wall Street firm where I also had a background in venture capital. And when a gentleman making that type of money that quickly says I'm quitting, I start listening. It's kind of like that dog, you know, hear something at the door like, hmm? You know, you make that little, you know, that little thing, right? So I start listening, and he says, listen, he goes, my name's Trey Knight, and I've had tremendous success. Because of my success in the company, I was approached by another company who's been around since 2004, debt-free and profitable since day one. And they're doing over $25 million in business just on customers reoccurring for how good their products are. And they invited me to relaunch this company just in September of 11, to relaunch the company for the first time to the rest of the country. And then he gets a whiteboard. It was like this. And he writes on the whiteboard, he goes, that company's name is Limu. And he draws this little box, just like that, and he draws Limu. And again, it's from 2004, zero debt, profitable since day one, and doing $25 million a year in business. So I'm thinking, okay, we got a good company that's doing well, profitable. Then he draws a circle underneath this, and he writes his name, Trey. Then he turns to the rest of us in that room, and he says, and you 36 are right here. Now, you don't have to be a certified financial planner, a banker, any type of financial genius to know if you're at the top of one of these, who makes all the money? Right? Who makes all the money? So we know it's the people at the top. So he's sitting here, we're at the top. He says this company, they want us to do $100 million, turn this into the next $100 million company or better. And I'm thinking in my mind, turn that thing over because that's where the money goes, right? It just flows right down to the people at the top, okay? So I'm standing in the back of the room when this is happening. And I literally, from the back of the room, I say, excuse me, sir. I don't mean to interrupt, but can I have an application? And he laughs, and he's laughing like you are, right? And he laughs, he goes, I'm sorry, we don't have them yet. It's so new that we haven't even printed them. We're going to have them in the next couple days. He goes, but let me tell you about the products. The products are incredible. They're infused with a super nutrient, all of them, made out of some kelp or seaweed out of a tropical island. It's been known to cure, help with weight loss and cure, or help, I shouldn't say cure, but help with blood pressure and diabetes and helps with sleep and anti-aging and antiviral. People get sick less. He starts going through all these products. I'm like, hey, I'll take an application. Get me in, right? So I'm very, very excited. The products are incredible, and we're at the beginning. So I'm in. But then he says one other thing, and this is the thing that changed it all for me, okay? What he says is, but this is how we're different. This is how we can make it grow so fast. In the normal one of these things, what happens is if you get somebody who's an incredible multi-level marketer, and he goes out like Trey, and he starts getting 10 people into this organization, he starts recruiting all these people. This thing goes wider and wider. It's kind of like an expanding triangle that goes out and out and out and out. And he says, the problem with that model is they get 10 and 8 people go away because they don't help them, 2 are left, and they keep those 2 and they get another 10. And they could just keep recruiting, and that's their business because they're great at it. He goes, but the average person isn't great at that. So he says, what we've done in our new model is something incredibly different. He goes, in our model, all we do is we only allow 3 people to go directly underneath us. Then if this person gets another, he puts it underneath one of his 3 people. Then if somebody else comes in, he puts it underneath one of his 3 people. And then somebody else comes in, he puts it underneath. And so instead of one of these crazy expanding pyramids, you have literally, it's like a rocket ship. It has this triangle up at the top, and then it goes straight down, because all we're doing is the people above you are helping you underneath. So the people on top, so instead of, it looks like this. So instead of the people on top helping themselves, those people are helping you. The people beneath are helping you, and they're helping their people. And I'm saying this thing works. And so I understand that model, and I've never seen anything like it before. So I joined, and I joined right away. And I get excited, as you can tell, right? It's an exciting opportunity to be at the beginning of one of these things in an incredible company that's been around and debt-free and with this style. So I joined it. My first check was $98. Our second check was over $1,100. So we got our money back in our second week. So that was true. It worked. This model works, right? Then I've lost 25 pounds. Okay? So, and I haven't been able to exercise yet. Wait till I exercise. I'm about 10 pounds from high school weight. And when I get there, I'm going to get there, but I'll probably have to exercise a little, right? But I was 35 pounds overweight, and now I'm just 10. So that's true. So the products really work. And then the other people I hear about in the different testimonies, those all work with people feeling better and sleeping better, and all the numerous testimonials on it. It's been incredible. So that works. And then in 45 days, they buy us our own BMW. Now, of course, my girlfriend gets it, that cute little 95-pound girl. She's got one of those cute little convertible suckers, right, that she drives those Z-car things, right? So it's adorable, right? And so she's got the car. But even more exciting is only several months after starting this, when we look at our business, we have over 400 people in our business. I only personally introduced maybe 15 to it. 400 people in our organization. So this is true. It explodes. And I'm telling you, if you were my own family, and I did tell my own family, if you were my best friends, and I told all my best friends about this, I'm telling you to do this and do it now. And that's my testimony.
Thank you so much.